game good for you in some ways? Good, just kind of what happened, the loss. You only taking 11 shots, and kind of the aggression that's come from that.
Throughout the course of the season, you're going to learn a lot of lessons with games like the Christmas Day game. So you got to take those in stride and keep moving, keep pushing. And that was definitely a moment. Memphis game was a moment. Laker game earlier in the year was a moment. So you got to understand what went wrong in those kind of games and figure it out as you go through, knowing you're going to have some more slip-ups, but it's all about the perspective of just trying to get better.
Steve always talks about taking care of the ball. The question I have is, how do you find that balance between taking care of the ball and playing, in a sense, almost a little conservative, while at the same time maintaining your flair and your joy for the game?
There's a lot of trust and accountability when it comes to that, because we have a lot of talent, a lot of playmakers, and guys that have a creative kind of style and approach to the game. But you have to have a certain IQ, just knowing, one, if you can make a simple play, make the simple play. Time and score, the flow of the game, how to manage that. And then for us, when we get in trouble is when we, as coach would say, we don't have a purpose to what we're doing. So you get a little playing on your heels. Nobody knows where to be, cutting hard, moving without the ball, and then we just end up turning over, having just bad possessions that way. So you got to avoid those as best you can.
Today you had a 8 turnover game, but you had a plus 32 for the game, if I remember correctly. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah, because the turnovers I had 6 of them in the first quarter. I remember every single one of them were literally trying to make the right play, just didn't execute it. It was KD was coming off a curl. He got bumped before the ball got to him. I stepped out of bounds. 2 passes that kind of just slipped through hands, stuff like that. So it wasn't any boneheaded mistakes. It was until the second half when I threw it 94 feet to the other team. But before that, there wasn't really many just mental lapses. It was just execution kind of deal, and timing, and I can live with those as long as it doesn't become a habit, obviously.
Is that what you think hurt more than anything else in Cleveland, or was it defense?
It was in Cleveland. It was offensive rebounds and turnovers, which allowed them 20 extra shots than us, 19 or 20 extra shots. So if you give a team that talented that many extra possessions, they're more than likely going to be able to get back into the game or create momentum, especially at home. We were up 13 in the fourth quarter because of executing at a high level on both ends of the floor, and then like I say, that'll catch up to you if you give them that many extra possessions, no matter how well you shoot, no matter how well you defend. In the NBA, 19 extra shots is a lot.
When you guys went back to Cleveland last year at this time, and were you surprised that your comment about the locker room and smelling like champagne blew up quite the way that it did?
I'm not surprised, no. I just was surprised it was maybe taken the way it was, because I was obviously, if I'm thinking about that locker room, I'm thinking about great memories of celebrating with my team. And it may have came off the wrong way, but at the end of the day, it was a comment about just what it would be like to go back to that setting. And I heard a lot of it right back at me this summer, so it's all in good fun.
You hear it from fans or from players?
Yeah, all the time.
Or just online?
A little bit of both, actually. I was heard on a golf course one time too. That was pretty good.
Where were you golfing?
Up in Tahoe.
Not during your backswing.
No. I would have went full Happy Gilmore on them if they did that. Full Bob Barker The whole deal. You don't mess with my golf game. You can talk trash all you want to. You don't.
Was it fan trash talk or partner trash talk? Because that tournament, it could easily have come from one of your partners.
Actually, I got both. Harold Varner III, who I play with in Silverado up in Napa. He's an Ohio native and big time Cleveland fan. So, and he has some North Carolina roots too, which is interesting dynamic between me and him and his team. But he was rubbing it in the entire round. I'll tell you about it. He waited to the 9th hole because he was a little uncomfortable or unsure how I'd take it, how much of a good sport I would be. And then once he kind of tested the waters, he didn't let hold back the rest of the round. So it was all in good fun.
You're playing with KD a little bit more. What is more court time getting you guys in terms of rhythm and chemistry?
It just allows us to, the way the rotations go, we finish quarters out a little bit more in the last couple of games, and it just allows us to grab hold of momentum. I think we have an opportunity to kind of work off each other, whether it's in pick and roll situations or certain sets where we're setting screens for each other and just trying to create as much confusion as possible for the defense. And usually something good happens in those kind of exchanges. So it's been a lot of fun to just explore the different options we can have as that team.
Have you seen him pick up pretty quickly?
Oh, for sure, yeah. I mean, he's high basketball IQ kind of guy, and it's the way that we play is there's nothing too real complex about it. So it's just a matter of just the confidence and the flow of where the shots are going to come from. And making sure that we're both aggressive all the time, whether it's I'm shooting or him shooting or somebody else. Our aggression will usually open up something for either ourselves or a teammate, and you can get really good possessions out of it.